Self-hosting email has meant babysitting 5 separate servers for 20 years, and Stalwart just collapsed all of them into one Rust binary. Mail, calendars, contacts, and file storage. Every protocol from SMTP to JMAP, spam filtering included. 14,000 Git hub stars, and releases shipping almost daily. This is the project making self-hosted email a reasonable idea again, and today we're taking it apart. Stalwart calls itself an all-in-one mail and collaboration server, and the site's tagline says it plainly. What used to take 5 servers now takes 1. One process handles message transfer, message storage, spam filtering, calendars, contacts, and file sync, with a web admin dashboard instead of a folder full of config files. It's written entirely in Rust, so the class of memory corruption bugs that has haunted mail software for decades is off the table by construction. It scales from a Raspberry Pi at home to multi-region clusters holding millions of mailboxes, and buried in the feature list is a spam filter with a trick nobody expects from a mail server. We'll get to that. The project comes from Stalwart Labs, whose GitHub bio is refreshingly single-minded. We're building a modern mail server in Rust. The repo dates to March 2023, and the momentum is real. Version 0.6 shipped 2 days ago, and the release history reads like a heartbeat monitor. The business model is honest dual licensing, a GPL for the Community Edition with everything you saw above, an enterprise license for companies that need it, and a sponsor program that hands the Enterprise Edition to anyone contributing $5 a month. The team describes the server as feature complete, with current work focused on finalizing the database schema and performance before a 1.0. To appreciate what's being deleted here, remember what a traditional self-hosted mail setup demands. Postfix to move mail, Dovecot to store it and serve IMAP, Rspamd or Spam Assassin to fight spam, Sogo or Nextcloud bolted on for calendars and contacts. Then the glue, DKIM signers, TLS certificates, DNS records, and the special misery of making 5 daemons written across 3 decades trust each other. Every one of those pieces is a config dialect, an upgrade cycle, and a 3 AM failure mode. That's the stack Never Self-Host email was written about. The repo shows how completely Stalwart absorbs that stack. SMTP arrives with DMARC, DKIM, SPF, and ARC authentication handled natively. The message store implements IMAP 4 Rev 2, POP 3, and full JMAP, the modern JSON protocol that mail clients are slowly moving toward, including WebSocket push and blob management. Managed Sieve gives users server-side filtering with the Sieve scripting language. Storage is pluggable across RocksDB, FoundationDB, PostgreSQL, MySQL, SQLite, S3, and Azure, and full-text search speaks 17 languages. It's one codebase where the pieces were designed for each other instead of negotiated between projects. Here's the protocol coverage at a glance. SMTP with the full authentication alphabet for sending and receiving. IMAP and POP3, so every client back to the 90s connects. JMAP, so the next decade of clients connects better. Batch JSON requests instead of a chatty text protocol. CalDAV with scheduling support, so invites actually work. CardDAV for contact sync. And WebDAV for file storage, which quietly makes Stalwart a small Nextcloud as well. Any mail client you own, Apple Mail, Thunderbird, K9, Outlook, just works. That JMAP support deserves a special mention. Most legacy stacks will never get it, because retrofitting a JSON protocol onto Dovecot isn't anyone's idea of fun. Here it ships in the same binary as everything else, which quietly future-proofs the whole install. Put the 2 worlds side by side, and the operational math is stark. The legacy stack is 5 services, 5 config dialects, and 5 upgrade schedules, where adding calendar invites or fixing spam scoring means integrating yet another project. Stalwart is 1 binary and 1 web admin. TLS certificates renew themselves through ACME, the spam filter ships inside, calendars and contacts are native, and clustering is a configuration choice rather than an architecture project. Peer-to-peer coordination, or Kafka, NATS, and Redis if you have them. Fewer moving parts isn't just convenience. In email, every seam between daemons is historically where the security holes lived. The project's own summary is the cleanest version of the pitch, and it's worth letting it stand alone. Not a better postfix, not a nicer Dovecot. A consolidation of the entire category into a single, memory-safe, modern server. For home labbers, that means 1 container to run. For companies, it means 1 system to audit. And for the ecosystem, it means the barrier to owning your own email just dropped by roughly 4 servers worth of expertise. Here's the actual setup, straight from the docs. Pull the image, create 2 volumes, 1 for config, 1 for data, and run the container with the mail ports mapped. SMTP on 25, 587, and 465, IMAP on 143 and 993, and the admin interface on 8080. On first boot, Stalwart starts in bootstrap mode and prints a temporary admin password to the container logs. Grep it out, open the dashboard, and a setup wizard walks you through your domain, DNS records, and TLS. From zero to a working mail server is genuinely one screen of commands. The part that used to take a weekend is the DNS propagation. The same binary that runs your home lab is built for carrier scale, and the numbers on the box say so. 8+ storage backends mean your message store can be a local RocksDB file or a FoundationDB cluster. Full-text search across 17 languages plugs into Melee Search or Elasticsearch when the built-in engine isn't enough. And the clustering story targets millions of mailboxes across multi-region deployments, with red replicas and sharded blob storage. Observability is first class too. Open telemetry traces, Prometheus metrics, and webhooks, which is not something you can say about Postfix. And here's the trick I teased. Stalwart's built-in spam and phishing defense layers, the classics, statistical classifiers, DNS blocklists, gray listing, with an optional LLM-driven analysis pass that reads suspicious messages the way a human would, catching the phishing attempts that keyword filters miss. The rest of the security posture is equally current. Encryption at rest with SMIME or OpenPGP, DANE and MTA STS for transport, OAuth 2.0, and OpenID Connect for identity, TOTP two-factor, and application passwords. It's a mail server whose security section reads like it was written this decade, because it was. The snapshot, 14,120 stars, 874 forks, Rust end-to-end, dual-licensed AGPL and Enterprise, with a 1.0 on the horizon. The bigger story is about ownership. Email is the last credential. Everything resets through it. And for 2 decades, the practical advice was to rent it, because running it yourself was a part-time job. Stalwart is the most credible attempt yet to change that math. Modern protocols, modern security, one process. If you've got a home lab and a domain, this is the weekend project that actually pays rent. The repo, the site, and the install docs are linked in the description. Subscribe to Prism Labs for weekly deep dives on open source infrastructure. See you in the next one.